कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा, ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी, वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
बुद्ध गगन के तारे,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे, परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
समर्थ बनाओ।
जय भारत माँ जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, 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 गीता परिवार हमारा।
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुराः पाणिर्मधुराः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
हरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरन रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र औ ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबेको आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबेको रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरन रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबेको आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबेको रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा रघुबीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा गीता परिवार हमारा ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा गीता परिवार हमारा
जय भारत माँ जय गीता माँ जय भारत माँ जय गीता।
Jai Shri Krishna. In Zoom meeting, if you want to turn off the notification of Zoom chats, then click on the chats and then click on these three dots, turn off notifications, click on that, click on the mute option, and now chats notification will not disturb you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna to everyone. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Didi, I can hear you.
Now it's okay. Jai Shri Krishna to everyone. With profound reverence and gratitude to our Param Pujya Swami Shri Govindev Giriji Maharaj, I, JVSM Lakshmi, extend my heartfelt wishes to each one of you for a very happy Diwali and a prosperous year ahead. A warm welcome to all our wonderful sadhaks to this sacred session of spiritual enrichment through the vivation of the third part of the fifth Adhyaya, Karma Sannyasa Yoga by Srimati Shraddha Raodeo Didi. Now, I think the guidelines for your any problems for your interpretation session have been given. And if you have any technical issues during this session, Please try to follow those tips which have been given to you just now. Now let us proceed with the prayer. Before we immerse ourselves in the ocean of knowledge and delve into the profound teachings of Lord Krishna, let us first connect with the divine through the prayer. For leading us into this sacred invocation, I would like to warmly welcome Srimati V. Geeta ji from Bangalore, a retired LIC officer with a passion for singing and listening to epic stories. She holds an MCOM and is currently an L3 Sadhak, having previously served as GC for L1 September batch. Didi joined Geeta Pariwar in April 2025 and continues to actively nurture her spiritual journey. Didi, please come forward for the prayer.
सभी को सादर प्रणाम। जय श्री कृष्ण। वसुधैव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
Thank you so much, Didi, for that wonderful prayer. Now it's time to illuminate our hearts and spirits with radiance. The deep prajwalan, the lighting of the lamp, symbolizes the removal of darkness and the offering of our devotion to the Paramatma. For this auspicious moment, I would like to call upon Mrs. Geeta Shastri from Hospet, Karnataka. A homemaker with a love for reading and gardening, she holds an MCOM degree and Didi joined Geeta Pariwar in January 2023 and is now currently serving as TA and for all the 4 levels of our online Lead Geeta classes and a CT for L1 and L2. And she is supporting sadhaks in their spiritual journey. So Deep Prajwalan, please.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः।
Thank you, Didi, for that beautiful Deep Prajwalan. Now, we have a very important announcement. We at Geeta Pariwar are thrilled to launch the 43rd L1 batch and are excited to announce the addition of Manipuri language, bringing our program to a total of 14 languages and 33 time slots. This wonderful expansion reflects the growing reach and enthusiasm of our Geeta Pariwar family. Requesting all of you to spread this important message to all the enthusiastic learners out there and encourage them to register at the earliest in the new batches and with the choice of their own language and time slot. So with this announcement, we'll proceed to the main part of this session. With the divine light now illuminating our path, let us open our hearts and minds to receive the nectar of wisdom. So today's Vivechan is by none other than Srimati Shraddha Raodeo Didi, whose insights and devotion guide us ever closer to the essence of Lord Krishna's teaching. Shraddha Raodeo Didi is a disciple of Param Pujya Swamiji Govindev Giriji Maharaj and president of Geeta Pariwar, Hyderabad. She has been associated with online Geeta classes since 2020, serving as a Vivechak and guiding many initiatives, including the first ever jail classes where inmates memorized 12 chapters of the Gita. For over a decade, she has been teaching Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā and Bal Sanskar, while also offering seva and training in training of in the training sessions of online Gita and for the exams and even in the academic literature. So a BE in electronics with a PG diploma in IT, she earlier worked for 13 plus years in the corporate sector before dedicating herself fully to this mission. So, as we listen, let us surrender ourselves with faith and receptivity, allowing each word to touch our soul and uplift our spirit. With great joy and reverence, I now invite Shraddha Didi to lead us into this sacred journey of knowledge and devotion. Didi, please.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi. My camera wire, I think, went loose. Just a minute. Am I audible? Just before we begin,
Yes,
I
Didi,
wanted to
yes, Didi,
confirm.
perfect.
You are audible.
Okay. Jai Shri Krishna, everybody. A very, very, very warm welcome to the session, all of you. Let us all begin this session by remembering Swamiji Param Pujya, with whose blessings we all are here in this beautiful journey of learning through the Karma Yoga. And on these beautiful days of it's on the eve of Diwali, you all have taken to visit the session and explore Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. We have all started on a bigger path of renunciation. With this, let us remember Swamiji to seek blessings Diwali as well as blessings to go through this Karma Yoga beautifully. Let us all pray together. Hari Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म
కొంచెం అది ఇక్కడి
श्री गुरु
दीदी आप म्यूट हो गए. दीदी I think you are on mute. Shraddha दीदी.
Didi, you are on mute.
Shraddha दीदी I think you are on mute.
Jai Shri Krishna. I think I
Yes,
am
Didi.
not audible, is it? And here I don't know how I got muted. Am I audible, Lakshmi Devi?
Yes, Didi, now you are audible. Earlier it was muted.
Okay. Were you all
Now it's
able to hear the
Yes.
prarthana or not?
No, we were not able to hear it. Only first
Okay,
two
let
lines.
us quickly do the again today. Not too many shlokas. We have time to do the prarthana again. Let us all pray together again. Hari Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vasudevaya हरे परमात्मने शनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः ॐ भाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता यणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां परमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतां श्रीणीं भगवतीमष्टाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. With double blessings from Param Pujya Gurudev and Shri Krishna himself, let us all dive into the beautiful journey that we had started 2 weeks back, the Karma Sannyasa Yoga. This chapter has been very instrumental, very in understanding and embedding one very important thought in our minds. What is that thought? We all feel that sometimes it is very difficult to get on the marg of moksha, to be on the path of this liberation while fulfilling our regular duties. However, this karma yoga, this particular chapter has reinforced the fact that we don't really need to leave everything and go for renunciation. We don't really need to leave our karma. We don't really need to leave what we are born with. It is not that we need to, when we talk about karma sannyasa yoga, the first thing that comes from sannyas means leaving everything and going. Now, even I remember one small child when he was being admitted in my classes for Bhagavad Gita. I remember his mother coming and talking to me. She said, in Bhagavad Gita, when you are teaching them, आप इनको संन्यास लेने की शिक्षा तो नहीं दोगे? Hope you will not teach all that. And that is where I realize how many misconceptions people live with, how many misconceptions people have with the spiritual knowledge itself. Our Vedas, our Upanishads, our Brahma Sutras, all the Siddhants, all the scriptures that we are been learning are misunderstood on this one point, that this entire Shastra is about renunciation. And but this is the chapter which has given a deeper insight into this word renunciation itself. Yes, it is everything is about sannyas. Yes, the moksha or ultimate liberation is about sannyas. But to understand that, do we understand the very definition of sannyas? So that is what this chapter has made us realize in the past two sessions. What we have seen as sannyas is not just external disconnect with the world, but it is the disconnect from within. It is the disconnect that we have from within. Externally leaving the context, leaving the house, leaving your possessions and leaving, that is a different type of sannyas. But it is not a complete sannyas. What is complete sannyas? We have seen in this chapter, which tells us to disconnect from within. And we had seen in past few sessions, in the past two sessions, that we are not able to disconnect from within. We are not able to actually take sannyas. Why? Because our knowledge, there is knowledge within each one of us, and this knowledge is covered with ignorance. It is just like when the beautiful clear blue sky that we usually see, there are no clouds, that gets covered occasionally with clouds, with smoke and other things, and it covers the beautiful blue sky that we are used to see. Similarly, the knowledge that is our ultimate destination, it is clouded by our ignorance, it is hidden behind our ignorance. We have to, by the means of different developments within our personality, we can unleash that knowledge, we can uncover that knowledge and get to what where we are trying to reach. That spark of divinity, that spark of knowledge, that light of knowledge is with each one of us. And in this chapter itself, we saw jnanena vritain jnanam, ajnanena vritain jnanam. This ajnan, this ignorance that this world is real. We have started believing that we are the karta, and all other beliefs that we have seen in detail in the past two sessions. Those beliefs that cumulatively combines as ignorance or ajnan, that has become as a blanket on our knowledge. And with this blanketed knowledge, we have seen that how we can come out of it, how we can remove this blanket of knowledge by doing our karma properly. The person who is doing this karma properly is able to disconnect from the karma phala. Tad buddhayas tadatmanas we had seen this very beautiful shlok which tells us about the important characteristics of a Vasi, of a person who has got that, who has achieved that kind of knowledge, who have managed to get knowledge by clearing off their sins. In the 17th shlok, very beautiful characteristics we saw. Tat buddhayastada atmanastannishthas tatparayanaha gacchantyaravrittain jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. Such a beautiful assurance Sri Krishna has given here. Just by doing your duties, you will be able to get that ultimate knowledge. And how is that knowledge? That knowledge is like an amrit. It is nectar amrit. What amrit does? It makes you amar. It drives all away. It drives. It does not. That clears you off that circle of life and death. It is that amrit. Knowledge is that amrit, can free you from that cycle of death and life. Why? Now then, is it that the knowledgeable people will never die? This, what it actually means is this physical definitions of life and death become irrelevant to people who have got that ultimate Brahma Jnana. Those who know that Atma is Amar, it is immortal. The people who have not just now, we all also know that Atma is immortal, but have we experienced it? Have we totally believed it? Still, we fear death, and that is where we know that we have not reached that level of knowledge. Knowledge, as per our scriptures, is not just knowing things, but also experiencing things. This entire Bhagavad Gita, in the end we say Yoga Shastra. Om Tat Sadati Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. So Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. So Brahma Vidyayai Yoga Shastre. Brahma Vidya. It is a Brahma Vidya. So what are we basically? What is this knowledge that Sri Krishna was talking about that needs to be uncovered? It is this Brahma Vidya. It is this knowledge. And is it just the knowledge? Just knowing is not knowledge. Because it is Yoga Shastra, that means it is something that has to be experienced. And how that experience will come? Gradually, that experience will come. What is that litmus test that we have reached? Yes, I have reached this level of knowledge. This knowledge have. Everybody gives this knowledge of Vasamsi Jirani Yatha Vihaya, that Atma is just changing the clothes. I think people who bare minimum know Bhagavad Gita also know that this is one important shlok in Bhagavad Gita which talks about the immortality of this Atma. Everybody knows it. But have we understood it properly? For knowing whether we have understood it or not understood it, Sri Krishna has given that there is one basic entrance exam that you have to give. One basic test, characteristic within you will tell you whether you have achieved it or not, whether this is uncovered within us or not. What is the basic litmus test? What is that basic test? It is a very test. What is that basic? It is the test of being a samadarshinaha. What is samadarshinaha? Being able to see every creature on this earth as the creation of the same Paramatma Tattva. That each one of us has Paramatma Tattva, same Brahma Tattva. There is no change in the Brahma Tattva that is present within me and the other creatures. Having that perception of Samata, Samatva Yoga Uchyate. This is an important definition of yoga that we will be exploring second chapter, third chapter. We see that Samatva Yoga Uchyate. This equanimity amongst everyone, basic entrance test that a person has to give. If you say that we are a jnani, if we start feeling the day we that I am a knowledgeable person, I have attained that, for them we have to assess ourselves. Am I able to see myself? That am I able to understand the Brahma Tattva that is within me is other creatures, and for that what examples? I think there is some internet issue on my end, but yeah. Okay. it is Shri Krishna has given some very beautiful examples for this. What are those examples that Shri Krishna has given? Very important examples he has given about a person who has got this vision of equanimity. He sees the same tattva, same Brahma Tattva in what Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shunichaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. This equanimity that person is able to see. Such contrasting examples he has given. Elephant, he is so mighty, big, huge in size. Gavi, a cow. Shuni, Chaiva, Shuni, a dog, small creature. In contrasting extreme opposite examples, in extreme opposite creatures of Shri Krishna is a person who is able to see the same Paramatma Tattva is a Pandit. And what happens to such a Pandit? Such a person does not need to leave this world to attain any kind of renunciation, any kind of moksha. All that can be got in this world itself. There is no need for them to cross this world, no need for them to leave this body to attain moksha tattva. So, and further Shri Krishna says, a person who has achieved that samatva, the person who has achieved that equanimity, how is his behavior towards everybody? That we saw in the last shlok, that we discussed in the last session, that such a person will have what? They will be having a equanimity in their behavior. How will their behavior be? It will be very, very balanced. How, what kind of balance? Na prarishet priyam prapya, no dvajet prapya cha priyam, sirapuddhira sammuno brahman with brahmanis sthitah. These shlokas we have already seen in the in the last session. Very beautiful, equanimous balance, as Shri Krishna has explained in this particular shlok, that a who has this kind of samadarshita, those who are able to see people with that kind of equanimity, such a person will have what? They will have a very balanced behavior. They will not be excessively happy something is desirable. So they will be excessively sad if there is some unpleasurable, undesirable experience that they undergo. After having experienced this, when the person reaches, now the main aim that we all are learning Bhagavad Gita, the main aim that anybody does anything, get lot of happiness. Happiness is our main goal. Knowledge, why? So that we become free from all the sorrow. Why do people strive to? It is Diwali. People are going shopping and whatnot. It is giving us lot of happiness. We are learning Bhagavad Gita. It is giving us happiness. Happiness is coming from what? From the knowledge that we are getting. What is the description of this happiness? What are the characteristics of this happiness? We will start our today's session topics and some more very beautiful concepts we see towards the end of this chapter. So let us begin from the first shlok today. Bahyasparshvasattatma Dandatyatmani yat sukham Sabrahmayogayuktatva Sukhamakshayamash Bahyasparsheshva Saktatma Sparsheshu Asaktatma. People who once they have knowledge, once they are very balanced, we will see they are very balanced. We had seen the example of Tilakji, how balanced he was. He was told that you are going to be punished, for you are going to go to jail for so many years. His balance did not go. He was equally balanced irrespective of what punishment was told. In spite of that, he had a balance, and what amount kind of balance has he demonstrated? That is a terrible situation, in a very difficult physical circumstance he was living, he has managed to write a beautiful book on Bhagavad Gita, the Gita Rahasya. That kind of they have got. Why? Because the impurities, the external problems, all these are affecting the people who are are disconnected from the world outside. Sheshva asaktatma. They be affected very, their attachment is for the benefit of their karma, while following their own rights, they will be always uh, going inwards. Vindyatyatmani yat sukham sayoga brahma yuktatma sukham akshayam ashnute. This such person, he is how he is Brahma Yoga Yukta Atma. Such a person, he is always connected with the Brahma Tattva. He is always connected with Brahma Tattva. He is always connected to Paramatma Tattva. A person who is eternally connected to the Paramatma Tattva will not get indulged in these small uh, displeasures that they are. Small displeasures will not affect them at all. In some context, Sri Krishna explains a very beautiful thing for us. He say, and this Brahma Yuktatma, one very important thing. This Sabrahma Yoga Yuktatma Sukha Makshaya Mashnate. This last word is very important. The happiness that such a person is getting. How is this happiness? It is Akshaya Sukha. What is Akshaya Sukha? Now, in Diwali, we eat sweets, lot of happiness, isn't it? Or we buy certain things, new clothes, new, some people love crackers, all these happiness. How is it going to last? The new dress that I have bought for Diwali, I will wear it 2 times, 3 times, fourth, fifth time when we wear, it is not new anymore. The sukha is fading. The happiness that I have from this particular thing that I bought for myself, it, the mishtanna that we have during the Diwali, the sweets that we have are very, very nice. We love them, we enjoy them in the Diwali. But how long does this effect last, this happiness? As long as the sweets last, the effect lasts for a few days, and then food no longer enchants. So 5 days after Diwali, somebody says, फिर से eat the farar again. Now we are full. We can't have, because this will give you a lasting happiness. It is a happiness that will last time. This is Kshaya Sukha. This will end. This has a limited time span. But a person who is in constant Brahma Tattva, a person who derives happiness from within, Atmani Vendati, those who have found the happiness within them. For the Akshaya Sukha, we must have heard of the Akshay Patra. How is the Akshay Patra? The Akshay Patra is the one in which the food never gets over. So, this is the happiness that never gets over. Sukham Akshayam Ashnute. Ashnute is enjoying. So, a person who is able to get this kind of sukh, they will enjoy eternal happiness. So, when on the, it sounds so beautiful. Just by doing our karma yoga, if we are able to get this kind of eternal bliss, what could be more rewarding? In the same context, Sri Krishna explains further, Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkhayo nayahevate adyantavantah kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. Just expanding the previous shlok further, explaining the happiness that we have understood further, Sri Krishna elaborates. What does he say? That the happiness that that example that I give, the mishtana, the sweets that you have during Diwali, that how is that happiness coming? Samsparshaja means what? Due to the contact of your sense organs with that samsparshaja. My eyes came in full sari, we felt like buying it, and then the sari with our skin, and we enjoy our looks. That is the samsparshaja. That means because of the contact that it has come, happiness has come to me. So, and the word ja, when we add ja at the end of any, atmaja means some born out of me, means my atmaja. My son will be atma, my daughter will be atmaja. So this Atmaja, ja means this word karmaja, born out of your. So similarly, here sounds parishaja, born out of your contact with that subject. Such a sukha is what is generally dukkha yonaya evate. It ultimately leads to, it is a cause to pain also. That ultimately leads to some or the other kind of pain also, because this is for the worldly people. And why? Because it has adyantavanta, means it has a beginning and it has an end. The moment my tongue comes in touch with this sweet or whatever you like to eat, in touch with the delicacy, we start enjoying it. That is the art, there it has started. But the moment that dish is over, happiness is also going to end. So all these happiness that we get in the world is what? It is samsparshaja. It is born out of our contact with different subjects. And how is it? It is adyantavanta. It has a starting and it has a end. And because it has this limited time, it has a adi, it has a anta, it has a beginning and it has an end. Because of that, it becomes what? It becomes a source of our distress, because this the is going to end. Hmm? That is why the intelligent people, buddha, Eshu Ramate Buddha, the Buddha, the intelligent ones. See, all this, where is this journey heading? From a karma yogi, from the people who are trying karma, from that the transition has karma yogi, from then karma yogi to panditaha and buddha. That is, you see, gradually as our knowledge is increasing, Sri Krishna's adjectives that are being used are changed. Sadhaka to karma yogi, sayas karma yogi, pandita. That is how the transition is happening in the adjectives that Sri Krishna is using. What Sri Krishna sees, such a Buddha, such an intelligent person, that person will not enjoy all these happiness. They understand that these are limited, they have limited value, so they will not enjoy. So how is the intellect of these Buddha, these intelligent people? Hmm? Suppose if I have to start from the house, and suppose I have to go to the office, and we know that we are going to office for some very important urgent work. Now on the way, while going to this office, if I see some, now that that Navratri Yatra, Durga Yatra, we'll see pendants, or sometimes in Ganpati, we'll see beautiful idols of Ganesha on the road. What we will see? Oh, they are so beautiful. Ah, what a murti of Durga Mata is on Namaste. But will we just leave all our work and just sitting, oh, so beautiful. Now, what are the other cultural programs we will see? No, we have to go to office. So, what we will do? Ah, beautiful, nice. But we will, with the same speed, continue in the direction of what? Our office, where we have to reach. In the middle, if I see, if I have to go from Bhagyanagar to Rishikesh, I meet, oh, such nice people. अब इनके साथ wherever they are going, I will go there. It doesn't happen, right? We met them, very nice. We liked all that. But what is our destination? My destination is Rishikesh. I have to reach there. That is what that is our firm mindset. The Buddha, the intelligent people, they have this kind of mindset towards life. But their ultimate destination is what? Their ultimate destination is Brahma Vidyaya Yoga Shastre. So, Brahma Vidya, their Atma Jnana, the ultimate knowledge, that is their ultimate destination. They never forget it, they never deviate from it. And they are, I have to reach there. That is my ultimate destination. So, irrespective of why. See, Bhagavad Gita, one very important thing when we are talking about the sannyas and when we are talking about going within and not cutting off from the world, one thing very clearly. Bhagavad Gita is not trying to convert our minds into stones. It is not saying be harsh towards others. No, harsh to बोलती ही नहीं है. Does not mean be so detached that you forget to enjoy the world. No, nowhere Shri Krishna says this. He's saying na taishu ramate. There is a difference between just seeing, noticing, observing this happiness, and there's a difference in enjoying that happiness. Leaving all our work and just getting engrossed in this merry activities, that is what Sri Krishna is warning us against. That we all have to understand. So what Sri Krishna is saying, the intelligent ones will not get engrossed in that. Na teshu ramate buddha. They will not get engrossed because they understand that ये नहीं है. I know that on my way to office, I am going to see this beautiful temple, but that doesn't mean I will leave my office work and sit and do dhyan there whole day. No, we know that it is good. We will do namaste. We will acknowledge it, and what we will continue our work. That is how our attitude should be towards this life. That what is our ultimate destination? It is that supreme knowledge. That kind of knowledge is going to be what is going to be beneficial. But then in this, there are some speed breakers. एक वेग से चलना है. We have to go with that speed towards our destination on that spiritual path. But then there are some speed breakers in the way. What are those speed breakers in this direction? Shri Krishna explains in the next shlok. Shaknoti haiva yah sodham प्राक् शरीरविभूषणात् कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगं स युक्तः स सुखी नरः. One thing we have to understand, that this earlier also Shri Krishna has said the same thoughts very subtly, that it is able to get this happiness, what the happiness that these Buddha, these Pandit people, all of them are getting, it is very much possible to get the same happiness in this world itself. There is no need for us to leave this world. Shaknoti iha aiva. Iha eva shaknoti means it is it is for each one of us to achieve this happiness, this Akshaya Sukh in this world itself. It is not that this Akshaya Sukh is there only in only in Swarga, only in some other lok, only in Deva lok. It's not like that. This happiness, this lok itself, and before death. We don't even have to wait for that last minute that let me, when my Atma will leave this Sharir, then only I will get happiness. No, that is not the scene. We can get this happiness in this world itself before our Atma leaves this body. That assurance Shri Krishna has given. Shaknoti iha eva sodam prak sharira vimokshanat. Before the prak means before the liberation from this body also we can get this Akshaya Sukh. But what is it then? That happiness knowledge is already within us. What is it that does not let us realize this happiness? It is a wave, a very strong wave or a storm. It is an impulsive storm that rises within us, which stops us from this experience. What is that storm? It is the storm that is Kama Krodhodbhavam Vegam, the storm that arises our excessive desires and anger. When we have excessive desires, there are some desires which we have only because we want we want for our enjoyment. We want a car, other we want, or any other desires. It could be a particular type of behavior from somebody, my daughter-in-law, my son-in-law, they should behave in a certain type of way itself. That is also a karma. And when these desires are not fulfilled, then what is resulting out of it? Krodha, kama, krodha. The impulse that rises within us, that stops us from this, from experiencing this bliss, from experiencing this happiness. So this happiness, this storm, if we are able to stop within us, then we will also be able to become a yogi. When we are able to stop this storm within us, when we are able to control this storm of desires and anger within us, then such a person, sayukta sasukhi naraha, such a person is a yogi, such a person is what? Sukhi naraha, a happy person. They will not have any kind of distress around them. If we are able to control this storm, and by controlling itself, in this world itself, you will get that Akshaya Sukh that Sri Krishna is talking about. So, further, what Sri Krishna says is very beautiful. Yontas sukhontararamhastathantar jyotirevayah sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodhigacchati. So here Shri Krishna talks about that experience of illumination within us. What is this beautiful experience that we can have? This is something, this entire Gita, when we say it is not something that you have to just translation of this stroke very easy, but experiences. Yeah, anta sukha antararamaha. The person who is able to go within the uh, entire thing about this happiness is within this entire yoga. Where is it starting? You understand that everything starts only when you close your external, when we close our external doors, and then within, when we go in within ourselves, then all this happens we experience. So the one who experience, who is able to go within themselves, who rejoices within themselves. Now are scared, this shlok, especially if you can by doing dhyana, by doing meditation. Some people are not able to do. Why? Because that peace, that shanti, they are not used to it. They are not used to that quietness within themselves. They are not used to that oneness themselves, and that is the reason they are not able to experience. But this happiness is experienced when we go within. For one small example, I'll tell you. So we have whatever we are trying to experience, the knowledge. Shri Krishna has repeatedly said in Bhagavad Gita that is within you as a part of that Brahma. Now, it is for that you have to talk with yourself, you go within yourself, you have to do dhyan, you have to go within yourself. For one small thing, why that you have to do what? Cut down on external activity. I have to tell one very secret to somebody. Suppose two people are having a secret conversation in the house. They don't want anybody to listen. What they will do? First, come into the room. Come in my room. I will tell you in my room. Then what? No. बाहर से कोई close the door. Then what? No, उसमें भी just door. Ensure there is nobody outside. Close the door. Come inside and whisper such that nobody is able to see. That is how the top secrets are told. This jnana, this knowledge is guhyatama jnana. It is the supreme knowledge. That also, if we want to discuss with whom the Brahma Tattva, if we want to have that secret conversation with the, to cut down the doors from outside. You have to ensure that the doors outside are locked. Only when we are able to comfort ourselves with the disconnecting, after disconnecting from the world outside, only when we are comfortable that way, then only we can enjoy this bliss within us. Antararamas within us. Antasukha. This entire Antararama means who rejoices, who is happy with this Antaratma. In the process of dhyan, there are two types of, one, a person can be in physical pain, and my leg is paining. Another one who is so happy with himself, who is so blissfully enjoying that I am seeing a movie of within me. I'm enjoying what that happiness. I'm seeing that light within me. There are these two. The one who is Antararamas, who is rejoicing inside, Anti, that person will experience the light with such a yogi will be what? Brahma Nirvanam, Brahma Bhuta Adhigacchati. That is the very definition of moksha. Brahma Nirvanam, absolute freedom. They will get that absolute freedom. Brahma Bhutaha. He himself becomes equal with the Brahma Tattva. How Namdev Maharaj, how our Sant Eknath Maharaj was. They were experiencing all that, and ultimately they see even in the vegetables that they see around them, in the animals that they see around them. Are Eknath Maharaj, even when he gave the water to that thirsty donkey, the Ganga Jal he gave to the thirsty donkey, he was supposed to be taking it to Rameshwar to put it on Shivlingam, but he gave it to that thirsty donkey. In such a case, why? Because only वो donkey गधा दिखता ही नहीं. He doesn't see him as another creature. Brahma Bhuta. Everything around them is Brahma. They do not see that distinction. They have so much equanimity everywhere that they themselves see the same Brahma Tattva within them, outside them, and in that case, what happens? Brahma Bhuta Adhigachati. They attain that Brahma Tattva. They did not have to leave their body. They did not have to go anywhere. They attained it right by, by staying in this materialistic world itself. So that is what Sri Krishna says. It is possible to get it here. Bhante Brahma Nirvanam. The same liberation, how they attain, Sri Krishna explains in the next slok very beautifully. Labhante Brahma Nirvanam Rashaya Krishna Kalmashaha Chinnadvaidhayatatvanas Sarvabhutahite Rataha. Such a beautiful stroke again. This Brahma Bhuta, the moment they start themselves, then they are constantly in touch with that Brahma Tattva. Whatever they see around them is the Brahma Tattva. Is in that Brahma Sthiti, such a person, they Brahma Nirvanam. They have attained absolute moksha. How? In Kshina Kalmashaha. Kshina Kalmashaha is their sins gradually reduce. Their sins have been destroyed. Once we start attaining that knowledge, once we start attaining the knowledge, once we start getting that samata drishti in us, then what happens? Our sins gradually go down. The sins gradually gets destroyed, and the sins becoming destroyed. What Sri Krishna has seen, see, Rishayaha, such a person is not just a yogi. He is not sadhak. He is not just a pandita, buddhi, yogi. He is a rishi. That person, Shri Krishna says, becomes a rishi. Rishaya Kshina Kalmasha. What is rishi? Rishi is somebody, we all know, our Sanatan Sanskriti is based on the principles laid by Rishi Munis. Means what? They have laid a structure for our Sanatan culture. How this is how you should live. Why they have told? Because they are telling what is beneficial for us. Rishi is somebody who is constantly doing the best for others, who is constantly giving knowledge for the benefit of the society. A person who gets that equanimity, who experiences that ananda, that happiness, he becomes equanimous with the Brahma Tattva. Such a person becomes a rishi, and what is he doing? He is sarvabhutahite rataha. Now, while living in this body, it is not absolutely possible that we don't do anything. Now, whatever he does will be for the benefit of others. Whatever will happen through him, not necessarily he is doing. Whatever is going to happen from his hand is naturally going to be for the benefit of the society. And that is why Rishi, Hamari Sanskriti, our Sanskriti is Rishi Sanskriti. Why we call Rishi Sanskriti? Because it has been given to us, it has been instructed to us, informed to us, laid down for us by the Rishi Munis. And why is it best for us? Because it is Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha. It is not Sarva Manava Hite Rataha. So what is the hidden word here? Sarva Bhuta. Not only for the human beings. Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha. For all the creatures. What do we do in Diwali? We start with Vasuvaras. We start with our puja of our Gomata. Then we not only think about ourselves, we also do the worship. We worship our Lakshmi ji, the prosperity. In the form of prosperity, we worship Lakshmi ji. We worship Govardhan Puja. We worship our nature. We worship the creatures around us. This is our Rishi Sanskriti. We worship we have respect for every creature. Sarvabhuta hite rataha. That is the kind of Sanskriti that we have been born with. That is the kind of culture that we always have. And this is the kind of standard that ideal that has been kept in front of us is always this Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. These are the very basic fundamental principles of our culture. Our now and small things. Now there are two basically things. So if I want to inculcate this in my, this is the literal meaning of the shlok, that this is how those people work. Going up to that extent is probably not possible for each one of us. Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha, like a Rishi Muni, like Samartha Ramdas Swami, everybody might to that level. What do we do to gradually go there? It's that today we learned Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, 25th shlok we learned, and now tomorrow onwards we can do. It is not possible. That has to come step. What should we do? Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha. If I want to reach there, one start immediately. Get associated some cause which is working dedicatedly in this direction. Well, Geeta Pariwar working consistently all Sanskar Varga through its other initiatives, through Learngeeta, all other initiatives, going through and working in this one particular direction of uplifting, doing something for the society. So many organizations working for the benefit of the environment. Our small actions. We are going to the market, by buying that plastic. What is that plastic doing to the environment around us? These small things, if we are able to see our Gomatas, our fishes, the stray animals, they are consuming that plastic knowingly, unknowingly, and losing their lives. One second of convenience for us, causing them to lose their life. This is what is the Western culture, adopting to these comfortable lifestyle is doing to the nature around us. This is not what is our culture. Our culture is Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. Small acts that we do in this direction counts as a yajna. It counts as a satkarma. So it is not that we just say big things. We have to make a small, humble start somewhere. So to go in this direction is, so either one is we associate ourselves with causes, and at least if even possible, at least ensure that by following this Sarvabhuta Ite Rataha, at least be cautious that whatever I am doing is not affecting that subtle balance that as an individual I have with the environment around me. This is the entire chakra. Vyashti, Samashti, this entire whole cycle is happening from an individual level to the society, and then from society, environment, all this circle is happening. At least ensure that my act is not creating an imbalance there. When we put that thought in place, gradually we take ourselves closer to the step of Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. We are saying that Gita padhe padhaye, जीवन में लाए, जीवन में कैसे लाए, how to get it in our lives. This is where we have to start. Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. First step is to ensure by my acts I am not hurting others, hurting the life of other creatures. I am ensuring that my actions do not create an imbalance in the environment, and gradually I am engaging myself with greater good causes. Gradually we continue investing our energy in that direction. And how Chinnadvaidha Yatatmanam. Chinnadvaidha, these dualities of life. Somebody praised me, continuously contemplate. How was my behavior? When somebody praised me, I became very happy. Somebody criticized me, I became sad. No, investigate your own reactions continuously. These are the continuous processes that we have to keep ourselves in, and gradually we will reach up to these places where we are to ultimately reach. This is not going to happen in one birth, second birth, but we have to be constantly on that path. But when Sri Krishna says "Ihaiva," here itself we will get that moksha. Such a beautiful thought it is. So, this is what we have to do: free ourselves from dualities, free ourselves from all these bandhan, and work towards a greater good. Then we also will get to experience gradually this bliss. And but for the Pandit, for the Rishi, Sri Krishna says that by continuously being on this path, what has happened? They have achieved this Brahma Tattva, this ultimate moksha in this world itself. Labante Brahma Nirvanam Rishaya Krina Kalmasha. Their sins are completely gone. So this is the most important thing. Now, further what Shri Krishna says, Kamakrodha viyuktanai yatinai yatachetasa abhito brahma nirvanam vartate viditatmanam. So all the above things, they will be achievable for everyone. Now, Kamakrodha viyuktanam. This same things that we saw, the yati. Yati means the people who have a complete control over their self, over themselves. Such a person is a yati. Such a person is a yati nam. Yata chetasam, who have chetasam is the mind, who have completely controlled their sense organs, those who have completely controlled what? Their mind. Such a person will easily get the Brahma Tattva. They will get the Brahma Tattva, but they viditatmanam. They will have realized themselves. Now, this will go happen here only. All these things sound great. All these things is what we have been discussing. But how to experience them? Again, Shri Krishna says that how these are attained, how to achieve that. Shri Krishna explains in the next two shlokas. Sparshan Kritva, these are very important two shlokas, beautiful two shlokas. स्पर्शान् कृत्वा बहिर्बाह्यांश चक्षुश्चैवान्तरे भ्रुवोः प्राणापानौ समौ कृत्वा नासाभ्यन्तरचारिणौ यतन्ते यतेन्द्रियमनोबुद्धिर्मुनिर्मोक्षपरायणः विगतेच्छाभयक्रोधो यः सदा मुक्त एव सः. So these two shlokas are very beautiful. These two shlokas, Swamiji says that these are a smallest, most comprehensive, shortest definition of yoga that you can get. Yoga explained in in the shortest is these two shlokas. What is it? Does the yoga begin? The yoga is not by doing starting asana, pranayam, every day doing a particular set of exercises. That itself is not yoga. Yoga is this. It starts from withdrawing cells from the external and starting to pull our consciousness within, inwards. So, just doing asana, pranayam is not enough to be called as yoga. The yoga is we sparshan kritva bahir, pull out our interests. We are completely withdrawing our attention from the external subjects and start pulling them inwards. Sparshan kritva bahir bhayyash. We are shutting down everything from outside, the outer actions that we see around us, whatever are the actions, that external temptations that we see, which the ones that that our eyes see, everywhere, or whatever we are getting, we have to take out our attention. Here we are talking about attention, so we have to take out all that attention and what we have to place it inside gradually. How is that process? It is explained in this. In between Chakshushchaivantare bhruvo. Chakshu antare is between. So in between the eyes, we have to bring that in concentration. Right now, how is it my consciousness is running every, or sometimes in the YouTube shorts, sometimes on the reels, sometimes on the sweets, or sometimes on the shopping. Our attention is everywhere. What we have to do, we have to shut down all these contacts and shut down all the thoughts and bring the entire attention there in between these two eyes. Now, Chakshus Chaivantare Bhruvoho Prana Apanau Samau Kritva. Bring a complete balance of these two types of Vayu. There are 5 types of Vayu within our body, and what Sri Krishna is talking about here, that you have to bring a balance. What? Prana Ampana Samau Krutva. Prana Apanau Samau Krutva means whatever is the incoming breath and outgoing breath, you have to make it steady. Means what? Your breath should be completely steady. Now, people who might be doing meditation every day or might be practicing dhyan, they will understand that this is a very difficult state to attain, that your incoming and outgoing breath are exactly equal. They are coming equal, and nasa bhyantara charina, this breath is moving what between our nostrils. This is a pranayam. So this kriya of pranayam has to be done with concentration. So now what we have seen in the previous shlokas, everything about the Brahma Nirvana, now all this from Karma Yoga, what we have achieved a sense of Samata equanimity. From that state of equanimity, we have gradually got what? All the knowledge. Now from that knowledge, we are reaching that Brahma Tattva, but that small, the knowledge and Brahma Tattva, there is a small step that has to be covered. How that step is covered, Shri Krishna is telling, by the means of dhyan, by the means of concentrating within ourselves. The control over your sense organs. The 26th slok, what we have seen is a complete control over your sense organs, complete control over your thought process. What we have to do, cut down on all the external thoughts, on external temptations, and then get your consciousness, get your attention in between your eyebrows, in between the eyebrows, and then balance what? Your breath. And once you are balancing your breath, now this entire process is for what? To start pulling our consciousness inwards. Hmm? Start pulling your concentration inwards. And with this, what further has to happen? Yatendriya mano buddhir, indriya mana buddhi. These things have to be controlled, completely controlled. Control your indriya mana buddhi. मुनिर्मोक्षपरायणः and vigatecha bhayakrodha sa yas sada mukteva sa. The one, this entire process is what? This is that we bring our consciousness within. We have a complete control over in our sense organs, our mind, and our intellect. That no thoughts are disturbing us, no thoughts are distracting us at all, and such a person will have what? He will be completely free from what? From the thoughts, from the thoughts of outside. He will be complete munir moksha parayana. He will be completely focused on what? He will be focused on his mind, on the breath. When he is able to focus, he will be focusing on that supreme goal, moksha parayana. We will be focusing on the simple goal, say on the supreme goal. How? With having no desire within. There is free from all desire. Once a person is free from desires, automatically he will be free from all the fear, bhaya, and krodha, that is anger. Why? What are the root causes of our fear and our anger? The fear is that what I want I might not get. That is the main fear I have. And anger is what I have got, I am not happy with it. What I wanted, I have not got. Again, fear and anger are both caused due to karma. Both are caused due to this desires. when my desires are controlled, vigatecha bhaya krodha, vigatecha, when I am free from my desires, automatically my bhaya, fear and anger will be controlled. And such a person, yes, sada mukta evasa, he will be liberated forever. Forever he will remain liberated. This is the dhyana avasthit sthiti. In this dhyana avasthit sthiti, he will be liberated. Means what? He with that continuous connect that he develops with the Parampita Paramatma, he will develop what? He will develop that sense of equanimity, and that he will become free from this world. That is moksha. What is this freedom from this world? This sounds now theoretically, literal translation is what I told you. Now, to understand this in in a proper way, in terms in which we can understand, what is this world around us? It is like, oh, you all must have seen a movie in the theaters. What we see, whatever we are seeing, whatever pictures we are seeing in a movie is actually something that is going on with it. Whatever is going on that movie theater, it is something that is projected. It is not actually happening, but what we see is just telecasted, projected on the screen. Now, whatever is happening on the screen is what we see. Once that screen is torn, then there is no picture, but whatever is happening on that screen, on that curtain, is affecting your mind, isn't it? So somebody is projecting some pictures on that screen, and whatever you see, it is affecting your mind. We start believing it is real, we react to what we are seeing. But whatever is happening is not happening in reality. Similar becomes the state of our mind. Our mind is that curtain. Because of our desires, because of our interpretations, because of our sense organs and all other things, we have created these pictures on our mind. These pictures are created on our mind, and this world we have built among around us by the means of this desire, fear, krodha, all other connections that we have, with that have created this curtain of this mind is our curtain. By the means of dhyan, what Shri Krishna says, that sparshankatva bhayyansh chakshushchaivantare bhruvo, when you go within yourself, when we become steady, when we are able to reach there, when we are able to do that state, what happens? That curtain of our mind gets torn, that we are able to see beyond, we are able to touch, get in touch with that Brahma Tattva. That is the feeling of attaining liberation. When that curtain gets broken, we realize, Arey, this is mithya. What I was seeing was false. When that curtain in the theater was torn, I realized, oh, what I was seeing was not real. Similarly, when we are enlightened from within, we realize that the world that we are seeing is a mithya. The real truth is only the eternal truth, that is the Brahma Vidya, the Brahma Tattva. He is the eternal truth that we have to realize. That supreme power is the only eternal truth, and because by the means of all these process that we are seeing, the process of dhyan, that has resulted in what? That has resulted in me being able to bring that curtain, which is on which all these materialistic pictures are happening. Once that curtain is broken, I will be united with my Brahma Tattva, my Ishwar, and then that is how the dhyan liberates you. That is how dhyan takes you on the path of moksha. And Vigatecha Vaikra, such a once that curtain gets broken, and for the person whom that curtain gets broken or torn, he is Yasada Mukta Eva Saha. He is the one who has attained that ultimate destination, and that is why he is free. He becomes completely free. Dhyana avasthit. Once he is in that dhyana sthiti, he is able to attain me. He is able to get me. Dhyana avastha, in the later part, you'll see one beautiful slok comes. The dhyana avasthita tadgatena manasa pashyanti ay yogino. What is it that these dhyana avasthita people, this yogis see? They see the ultimate God. in in praise of Vishnuji, this prayer is sung. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutastunvanti Divyai Savai Devai Sangapadakramopaniषदैर् गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तत्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो. This entire description is about whom Vishnuji, that he is Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, all the gods are praising him through various Vedas, they are praising, and all the Rishimunis, Dhyana Avastita Tadgatena Manasa, they are all going to this in the Dhyana Avastita state by the means of Dhyana, by the means of meditation. All these Rishimunis, yogis are going to that Parameshwar Vishnu Tattva, to that Param Brahma Tattva they are reaching. So this is where we are going to reach, but that is going to come when we are able to go through all these different stages and attain that stability. So such a person is free, such a person is mukta, he is free, he attains liberation. And how is that liberation? Shri Krishna explains in the last shlok, very beautiful shlok, Bhoktarayachnya tapasam sarvalokamaheeshwaram Surudham sarvabhutanaim jnatva mam shantim rachyati. What Shri Krishna says, Bhoktarai yajna tapasam. This entire, where is he getting liberated? What is that ultimate destination? Bhoktarai, who is the Bhoktarai yajna tapasam? Whatever yajna, tapa, all these good satkarma we are doing, who is the consumer of all this? For whom are we doing all this? For whom is this entire Bhagavad Gita we are doing? For what? Shri Krishna Prityarthe, for Shri Krishna, for our Parampita Paramatma we are doing all this. So who is the ultimate person who is getting all this? He is the Bhoktara. All the Yajna, Kriya, all these tapa, all that we are doing is for that Parampita Paramatma. That Parampita Paramatma is how he is Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the Supreme Lord who is the God of this entire world. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, not just ours. He is the controller, he is the generator, he is the one who is the creator, destructor, and the controller, nourisher of this entire world. All this, he is the one. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Surudam Sarvabhutanam. Such a beautiful word. Surudam Sarvabhutanam Nyatva Shantim. Nyatva Mam Shantim Richati. He will know me. He will know what this entire process of dhyana that we saw. By that dhyana, by all this Shantim Richati means what? He will attain peace by understanding that the Brahma Tattva where he has reached is the Bhoktara Yajna Tapasa. He is the ultimate destination of all the Yajna, Tapa, etc. He is the supreme Lord of all the world, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is Surudam Sarvabhutana. Now the Surud, if you read the English books, you see, it will mostly they will translate it as friend. But there is a very important difference between Surud and Mitra or friend. What is it? A friend is the one who becomes your friend after you have done friendship with them. Once I do Maitri, when I do friendship with somebody, I say you are my friend and then you will help me. Right? If I don't say I am your friend, then nobody will think. But Shri Krishna says, I am not a Mitra, I am not a friend. He said, I am Surut. What does that mean? Understand the hidden meaning. Whether you believe as a friend or not, whether you consider me as a friend or not, I am still your friend. That is the big assurance. So if we develop, see whether you understand Bhagavad Gita or not, just understand this one sentence properly. Surudam sarva bhutanam jnatva mam shantim richiti. The one who understands that I am the Surud. So when we see that Bhoktarai Yajna Tapasam Sarva Loka Maheshwaram means what we feel, God is so great. He is so big. He is Sarva Bhoktarai. He is the one who is consuming all the ahuti that we are giving in Yajna. He is the Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. He is so great. Having told his greatness, he immediately comes down to our level. He says, Arey, I am so great, but I am also your friend. Your bestest best buddy. Whether you do my friendship with me or not, whether you consider me as your friend or not, I am going to be there for you. The one who has this realization, Nyatva, the one who knows this, who has this realization, will be at eternal peace. They will be always peaceful. Some people lament so much, there is nobody for me, nobody loves me, there is nobody in the world who cares for me. Are no, Surudam Sarvabhutanam. Shri Krishna says, I am there, why are you worrying? I am a Surud. I am there for you whether you know me or you don't know me. I am there for you whether you believe or not. But the one who understands that he is always there, for them there is eternal peace. They, such a person, will always be at peace. That is the ultimate peace, that is the ultimate moksha. Just believing, just know, just believing that he is there, just believing that Surat, he is there, it is the ultimate peace a person can have. So, when this emotion a person completely develops within themselves by the means of dhyan, understands this properly, such a person is on the path of ultimate liberation. And then, whatever this second last and third last shlok that we saw, where Sri Krishna has explained how to bring the attention in between the eyebrows and the process of dhyan, all that has culminated into a different yoga, that is Atma Sanyama Yoga or a Dhyana Yoga. This entire process of Dhyan, Veda Vyasji has put as a separate chapter for our understanding. He did that division so that we understand this karma sannyas properly, and after that, the entire thing, entire process, Sri Krishna has explained in detail. That forms the Atma Sanyam Yoga, which is the sixth chapter, which you can read, which you will be reading later. So, with this, we come to the end of this fifth chapter as told by Veda Vyasji. Om Tatsariti Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītāsu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyāyā Yoga Shastri Shri Krishnārjuna Samvade Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama Panchamodhyayaha. Let us all offer this entire discussion at the lotus feet of Param Pujya Gurudev and Shri Krishna himself. Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Om Tat Sat. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Sorry, I didn't realize the time. Jai Shri Krishna, everybody.
Thank you so much, Didi. Thank you so much for that wonderful and enlightening vivachan. The teachings shared today have touched our hearts and opened our minds to deeper reflections. The timeless shloka 5.23 is so beautifully explained. It offers practical guidance and mastering desire, which pulls us towards objects and overcoming anger which arises when those desires are obstructed. So Krishna reminds us that the true yogi is the one who can calmly endure these impulses and rise above them. And such a person experiences real happiness and wisdom. And this theme has been beautifully brought forward. And what a beautiful explanation of our Sanskriti, showing how it cares for the welfare of all beings through that famous charan, Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha, one of my favorite words in Bhagavad Gita. Our sincere appreciation and gratitude to you for bringing out this profound truth so wonderfully. Now, we would like to open the floor for a short question and answer session. And this is an opportunity for all our sadhaks to seek clarification and share their reflections or ask doubts related to today's session or anything in Bhagavad Gita. So I request all of you to come forward with your beautiful questions so that all of us will be benefited through this. So now the stage is open for everybody. Okay, you can just raise your hands, come forward and ask your question.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Didi. Pranam to you.
जय जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी As always, very, very clear, concise explanation, Didi. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
Swamiji.
Didi, throughout we keep talking about go within ourselves, look within. How to do that practically?
Practically, see, we have
Sounds
been
so easy when you say it, but
sounds so easy when I say. Actually, that is also a big thing. If it is sounding easy to you, for me, it doesn't even sound easy. But it has to be done in different steps. One thing that we discussed in the last session also, that continuous introspection of our own actions. See, this entire thing, it is the ultimate destination that where we have to reach. But
mm,
what we have to continuously keep doing is keep analyzing every small thing, every small action of ours, how every small reaction of ours more than the action also. That when somebody said something to me, how did I react to it? Am I able to keep calm? Am I able to keep that sthirata, that equanimity in all aspects? Now it starts from very small things. As a house wife or some, as a house manager, we will see that small thing, a maid not coming, sometimes it brings so much udveg within us, so much storm within us.
irritation,
Hmm.
irritation.
Irritation within us. Yeah. So are these small irritations, am I able to control? If not today, maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. But gradually, am I getting control over all of them? That is a point of introspection. If not, then I try to do it. And Shri Krishna in the 12th chapter, all other chapters, that you have to do it by abhyas. अभ्यास से क्या होता है वो चीज by maybe today I reacted and then I felt, oh no, I shouldn't have done. Next time I try it again. Then other thing is this constant practice of trying to do dhyan and jap. They will that investment into dhyan for some time in a day, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, gradually increasing it to whatever your time permits. That will all slowly but steadily will have an impact over the span of day. Like we have boson for half an hour and that energy lasts us for the whole for a couple of hours. Like that dhyana that we do every day, it is
Yeah.
going to bring that peace to us, which is going to last for a long time. It is going to help us get some thought process clean for some time. And then karma yoga, obviously, as I told, that we have to we are always thinking about what is coming to me after get doing this. Slowly we have to free ourselves from that thought process. We have to be very analytical, we have to be very practical, but at the same time we have to be mindful of how attached we are. Are we excessively attached? Are we incentive driven, or are we able to maintain that balance? That we have to gradually try to understand.
So basically, small steps, small changes at
Yes.
a time. It's a
Small
gradual
small things.
process.
Yes. Because एकदम से संभव ही नहीं है. It is not possible.
Yeah,
We are all on a marga, on an uplifting marga. It is stepwise. It cannot be
yeah,
like we can just fly to the top most staircase.
true, true. Thank you, Didi. And
Thank you.
second question. Megh Bhaiya said 27th shlok is important and very significant. So please explain.
27th and 28th shlok together. I took those two shlokas together because
Anji,
these two shlokas, as I also mentioned in the session, these two
yeah,
shlokas are the summary of Dhyana Yoga in very, very short. These are the
yes.
shortest definition of yoga. What is basically yoga? Is you go inside yourself and steadily connect with the Brahma Tattva. Samatva Yoga Uchyate, then all other definitions are all culminating is into this particular yoga karma sukaushalam. All other definitions of yoga also talk about what? Going inwards and being steady. These are the two shlokas which are becoming the starting point and also the end result of this dhyana yoga, where you are sparshan kritva bahirbahiyans, just shutting down on the external contacts and being able to concentrate, to bring in your attention is the process that is explained in the first shloka. And these two shlokas are further elaborated into the sixth chapter. The sixth chapter starts with the elaboration of these two shlokas itself. So,
Yeah.
but the first step is to, from physical level, how we are
Yeah.
taking the spirituality to our inner
Yeah.
self, inside, to the emotional and intellectual internal level. एक स्तर अंदर जाते हैं. So
Hmm.
initially we were talking about external things, doing our actions, and then after getting that control, complete control, how we are able to go inwards, that is described in these two shlokas, and that is why these are important.
So basically, from macro, the slowly we come down to
Yes,
micro.
yes,
I think that is what it
yes,
means.
yes. We are going
And
down.
Didi, in this entire process, the guru, the presence of a guru is extremely important. Am I right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Now,
And
it is very extremely important. I know what will come next. That where do we find the guru, or how do we know who is the guru?
I'd asked Ashu Bhaiya this question in the earlier Vivich.
If Ashubhaya is already answered, then his answer should be taken as the Brahma Vakya here, because
Yes.
he knows it very well.
Yeah. He explained actually very nicely. Yes, that is true. So I'm still searching for my guru, Didi.
It will happen. But one thing I will tell you, he must have already covered it, I'm sure, that
Yeah.
हमें अपने साधना का मार्ग क्लियर करते जाना है. That क्षीण कल्मषः, the moment we keep doing our sadhana, what happens? Our sins keep getting, destroyed, and gradually we will reach to our guru also fast. Getting a guru is also a blessing, and that
Yes,
blessing will come when our share of punya has increased to that level. So
true.
उसके लिए भी साधना करते रहिए. मुझे गुरु नहीं मिल रहा, just because I'm not getting a guru, if I start, getting away from my, distracted from my path of sadhana, that is also not good, because getting a guru is also where you have, after you have some amount of past karma, what might have been stopping, that has got cleared, then you will get it. So continue on the path of this sadhana, and till the time we get a guru, all of us have one common guru. There are not one, many common, two common guru. Bhagavan Veda Vyasji, Guru Nam Guru, and then Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. The Jagat Guru. ये दोनों है,
Correct.
हमेशा है. Veda
Yeah.
Vyasji in the type of his Vani, Krishna in the type of Vani, Geeta Maya is there
Yeah.
to guide. Have
Yes.
faith on them. And
Yes.
when the time is right, automatically you will be blessed. The moment the sins will get cleared, and our Guru, he will be appearing for us.
Thank you, Didi. Thanks a lot. That is so encouraging. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Didi.
happy Diwali, Didi.
आपको भी
And
शुभ.
a healthy new year.
Thank you, Didi. Shubha Deepavali to you and everybody in this Zoom meeting and online YouTube, whoever is watching. Shubha Deepavali to all of you. May we all be on this path of enlightenment throughout. जी भैया, क्या
Next,
रहेगा?
Rao Bhaiya.
जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी.
जय श्री कृष्ण, प्रणाम.
I am also this 27th sloka na very much important how to do the sadhana and all. But as you said, getting the guru is first thing because
No, it is not the first thing. You have to keep doing. Guru will come.
yeah,
Guru.
automatically. Now, what I'm telling is, my when I was in the womb of my mother, she used to do jnana. So that's why the jnana has come to me by default. But my father's last will, what you call will, there he has written it something. Finally, we have to do jnana only. That's the outcome of that letter. So luckily, the last 2-3 years back, I got the guru that what you call heartfulness में join किया था, but not here. They are telling चक्षुष शैवांतरे ब्रुवो, but they are doing we are doing in the what you call हृदय में पश्यति. That the only heart only is the kendra. We are to do jnana only there only, but all the things we are following as per the guru's but it will take a lot of time because it's telling munir moksha parayana. We are not muni na to get rid of the all the cycles of bhaya, krodha, all these things. There are 13 cycles were there, but we are doing as per the Guru. We are doing all the Jam Patati as per his advice. We are doing it. We are following it. Thank you for this is the because in this here they written this Chakchu Shaivantre movements. Here we have to do na. Earlier I used to do it. Baba Raodeo ka.
Now, when somebody says heart, actually, what does this heart mean? Heart is the center of consciousness. It is not just a physical location in your body.
Yeah, you are right.
Understand? Now here it is said Chakshus Shaivantare Bhruvoho. When you read the 6th chapter, you will see from here it goes upwards, and from here the pran is going to be like
That's
that.
what I was going to tell you.
Now, all this is just a physical thing. ये सब करने के लिए भी, just to be able to do all that, first very important parameter everywhere is the samatva, that ultimately, so whatever we are trying to do, all that practice should be done along with the clear personality changes that we are talking about. Unless they happen, all this is also not going to be happening. Why? Because see, if the water, if the water is stagnated and it has some dirt accumulated, and you keep adding more water to it, that water will not remain drinkable after some time. However, if the same water is clear, and in the clear water, if you add, so it is about the clarity of the heart, it is about the clarity of our
you're right.
consciousness also. So while we are doing all these practices, along with that, if we keep doing satkarma, then all these practices will give fruits faster. Just adding on to what you said, that जो भी कर रहे हैं, if we want fast results from it, we have to keep doing satkarma also always. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. Pranam to you. I think there's nothing more.
Is there anybody with any questions?
I think no further hand raises because of Diwali probably.
So, okay, now I will proceed. Once again, a gentle reminder of the announcement which was done earlier. Geeta Pariwar is all set to launch its 43rd L1 batch on 31st October. And from November 3rd, we will have regular classes. So request all of you to pass on this valuable information to all your friends, relatives, and acquaintances, and see that many of them get registered through your efforts into our Geeta Parivar and start the journey of Geeta. So with this announcement, we'll now move on to proceed to the ending prayer, but that is we'll offer our heartfelt prayer of gratitude to the divine for the wisdom and joy we have received today. Now I warmly welcome Seema Srinivas Sharma Didi from Ichalkaranji, Kolhapur, Maharashtra to lead us in this prayer. A homemaker with a love for reading spiritual texts. She holds a BA degree, and Seemaji joined Geeta Pariwar in September 2024, and she is currently serving as L1 co-trainer. Request Seemaji to do the prayer, please.
जय श्री कृष्ण योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
Thank you, Didi, for that Bhakti Mai Prarthana. Now, as we come to the end of this divine session, on behalf of Geeta Parivar, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all those who contributed to making today's session a grand success. And before talking about anything else, I would like to thank Shraddha Didi for the beautiful question and answer session, and which has actually cleared many more points through our discussion here. So thank you, Didi. And now a special thanks to our techno stars and to Srimati V. Geeta ji, Seema Srinivas Sharma ji for the soulful prayers, and to Geeta Shastri ji for the graceful, deep Prajwalan. And a big salute to our entire backend team for their exemplary coordination and tireless efforts and which are behind the scenes. A sincere thank you to all our beloved sadhaks for joining with such devotion and creating an atmosphere of positivity and spiritual energy. As we step into this Diwali season, may the light of knowledge we received today continue to shine within us, guiding our actions with love, humility, and surrender to the divine. Wishing you all a very happy Diwali and a blessed year ahead. So let us close this session with the chanting of Hanuman Chalisa.
And thank you to Lakshmi Didi for your pleasant presence throughout the session.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you so much. So, Hanuman Chalisa, please.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि करहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा गानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन वसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।